welcome back to somebody on the Football Zone and to a weekend previewing all the Premier League games coming up this week. Before that, we're going to review the English teams in European action. And yeah, starting off with a memorable night for Arsenal against Real Madrid, 3-0. Wow, Declan Rice with some incredible goals, and yeah, topping off at the end. Unbelievable performance from Arsenal. Surely the best day of the Arteta reign so far. And yeah, it's not over yet. We know what Real Madrid can do, but that was an unbelievable performance. As for Aston Villa, though, they were brushed aside pretty comfortably against PSG. Yeah, they took an early lead, much to the delight of Prince William and co. But PSG just showed their quality in the end. And yeah, PSG have been so impressive in the Champions League this season that very tough to beat. It's going to be an uphill task for Villa. But Chelsea securing a comfortable win early on Thursday against Walsall means their highlights go through. And yeah, Tottenham 1-1 draw at Frankfurt. I think they'll be disappointed with that one. Yeah, probably had the better of the game, but in the end couldn't break through. It's going to be tough going to there, needing a win now to advance. And Manchester being held to a 2-2 draw against Lyon, and that'll be so frustrating for United. You wonder how much that could really harm their chances, of going through. So yeah, that's an absolute nightmare for them last minute, especially after taking the lead so late as well. And they're going to need a big job to recover from that now. And moving on then to previewing the Premier League games coming up this weekend, starting off with Man City against Crystal Palace. And yeah, looking at the table for Man City, obviously 5 teams qualified for the Champions League now, but this is a must-win game if they want to really be in and amongst it, because Villa are flying behind them, Newcastle and Chelsea are above them, Forest a decent chunk. They need a win here against the Palace side who are in such good form. It's not going to be an easy game at all, but you feel like this is a must-win game for the citizens, and I'm going to say it will be 2-0 to City. Moving on then to Brighton against Leicester at the Annex, and yeah, another intriguing game, but I think Brighton at home, you'd expect them to win this game. Brighton have been a bit up and down lately, three losses on the trot, winless in 4, so before that they went on a great run, so you don't know which way it will go, but I think, yeah, they need a win here. Leicester is so poor, you'd expect Brighton to be able to beat them pretty comfortably and, really reignite their European charge. So I'm going to say it will be 3-0 to the Seagulls in this one. Moving on into Nottingham Forest against Everton at the City Ground. And yeah, another interesting game this one. Forest were on a great run before that defeat to Villa, and you can't affect them too much. Everton, yeah, they haven't won since the 15th of Feb, but they're also in that time they've also only lost one game. So yeah, they draw central at the moment. They have had some tough games, but they've also had some winnable ones. But I think this is a game which I think Forest will be desperate to get a win. And I'm going to say it will be 2-1 to Forest here. Moving on into Southampton against Villa, and yeah, not a lot on this for Southampton, already relegated. Ivan Juric sacked. I mean, he's not going to go down as a great manager for Southampton, is he? Let's be honest. And yeah, poor job for Rusk to take over for the remainder of the season. I can't really see what he's going to gain out of it. Villa taking on such a probably poor, demotivated Southampton side, you'd expect to come away with a comfortable victory here. I'm going to say it'll be 3-0 to the Villa. Moving on into Arsenal against Brentford at the Emirates. And yeah, Arsenal are going to be off a massive high after that incredible game against Real Madrid. But do they rest some players and give Brentford a chance? I wouldn't be surprised if they do, to be honest. But I think Arsenal... yeah, we'll still have enough here. Brentford aren't on the greatest run of form at the moment either. So, yeah, you'd expect Arsenal to be able to rest some players and still get a win here. But for Brentford, really tough game this one. But Arsenal, yeah, full focus will still be on Real Madrid and making sure they can't overturn that gap they've got to build. Moving on into Chelsea against Ipswich. Chelsea coming into this one on a pretty decent run of form. And, against an Ipswich side who've been so poor recently, since the really turn of the year, all but certain to be going straight back into the Championship next year. This has got to be a game that Chelsea have got to be looking to win, and yeah, probably win pretty comfortably as they look to build up their ambitions of a Champions League place next season. So I'm going to say it will be 3-0 to the Chelsea. Moving on into Liverpool against West Ham at Anfield, and yeah, Liverpool coming into this one obviously off the back of that defeat to Fulham, still champions-elect, let's face it. But, they'll be looking to avoid that again here, taking on a West Ham side who, yeah, I think are still quite a poor bottom half side at the moment, I think it's fair to say. So, yeah, I'm going to say it'll be Liverpool who come with the win here. I think they'll have too much for West Ham and alleviate any doubts that maybe even the most doubtful Liverpool fan may have had. Moving on into Wolves against Tottenham at... Montague. And yeah, this is an intriguing game. Wolves have improved a lot under Vita Pereira. He's done a really solid job. But I think Tottenham will be seeing this as a game where they're looking to get back-to-back victories now and maybe start to build some momentum so they can end their really poor season on a slight high. So yeah, I'm going to say it will be a draw. I think Vita Pereira is well drilled, and I don't think this will be an easy game for Tottenham at all. Moving on into Newcastle against Manchester United. Newcastle are flying at the moment, aren't they? Doing really, really well. So yeah, it's going to be an intriguing one, this one. And yeah, you'd expect Newcastle to probably consider themselves to be favourites in this one. Manchester United are showing signs of improvement, but still far from being a finished article, let's face it. So yeah, I'm expecting a Newcastle win here, and they can look to continue their strong pursuit towards a Champions League spot. Moving on into Bournemouth against Fulham at the Vitality, and yeah, a really intriguing game. Both of these teams kind of stuttering somewhat in their chase for Europe before Fulham got that really impressive win against Liverpool. But yeah, the way things are going with both these sides being so inconsistent, you wouldn't be surprised to see if it goes the opposite direction here. So I'm going to say it could be a game which is decided on fine margins. Bournemouth at home, I don't know, I just feel like there may be no time to get back on track. I'm going to say 2-1.
Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.